Rhinon here. Today is yet again another build showcase, and it's Protea Prime. So, let us immediately start. Alright, let's start with the mods. The mods I'm using here on my Protea Prime: Growing Power for ability strength, Prime Shoot Fitted for knockback immunity, Transient Fortitude for ability strength lowers your duration, Overextended for ability range lowers your strength, Then Reminded for ability duration lowers your range, Arcane Vitality gives you 100% health. Not only that, when your ability procs heat, it will proc 2 heat instead, which is a large amount of damage increase for your second ability, Equilibrium for health and energy economy, Prime Flow for maximum energy, Temporal Artillery, this is an augment for your second ability. When your fourth ability is active, your second ability timer pauses. Not only that, it does have a max stacks to 20x, which is pretty solid. Even if it's at 20x, who cares? This thing is going to hit really hard. And the second augment is Temporal Erosion. This is an augment for your fourth ability. What it does, when your fourth ability is active, your first ability and your second ability do get armor strip when they hit, and it's quite good. There's a really nice synergy between these two, and that's it. These are the mods. For the Arcanes, Arcanes for shield sustain, multi-augmented after 250 kills. That's a 60% ability strength, which is quite nice for her entire kit. These are the Arcanes. For the stats, her shields are going to be really high thanks to her first ability. Max energy is really high, duration is very high, efficiency is average, range is slightly above average, and strength is going to be high. These are the stats, the mods, the Arcanes, and now it's time for me to explain the abilities. For the abilities, let's start with the passive. Her passive is quite good. Every fourth ability cast grants you 100% ability strength. So you're going to spam your first ability 3 times, and then you're going to press your third ability, which is Rhino Roar, to give yourself a stronger Rhino Roar buff. It's quite good. You can easily snapshot your second ability, your third ability. It's really good. That's the passive. For her first ability, Grenade Fan. Grenade Fan has tap and hold. Tap creates a AoE slash damage that staggers, and hold, you give yourself and your allies constant shield recharge, and when your shields break, you double your shield gate, which is from 2.5 seconds up to 5 seconds immortality, which is quite good. This is a phenomenal way to survive, and yeah, that's her first ability. For the second ability, Blazing Artillery, what it does, you spawn a turret. It's going to help you with single target DPS in clear. It has a guaranteed chance to proc heat. With the Arcane Vitality, procs 2 heat instead. It's a very good ability, her main ability. Not only that, we do have the augments. It's going to last much longer. It has 20x damage, which is the cap, and it armor strips. It's very good. That's the second ability. Now for the third one. For the third ability, Rhino Roar. I did remove her third ability for Rhino Roar. Rhino Roar does increase the damage on your second ability. It also increases damage for your weapons and your ally weapons. It's really good. You can also, of course, I mentioned this, you can snapshot it with the passive, giving you 100% more ability strength, so you're going to have a much stronger Rhino Roar. It's a very important ability for this setup, and it does a lot for you and your turret and your team. That's the third ability, and now for the final one. For the final ability, Temporal Anchor, the way we're going to use this is you're going to press the fourth ability, press your second ability, press your third ability. Your second ability will be attached to you thanks to the fourth ability augment. It also gets armor strip, and you're going to watch the duration on your fourth ability. Once it's close to, expire, you're going to deactivate it by holding it, and then you're going to recast it again. And that's the gameplay loop. It's very annoying, you always have to look at your fourth ability, but believe me, it's very fun. And that's it. That's all of her abilities. And now it's time for me to show you the shards. Before I show you the shards, I will highly recommend for you to do here is going to option interface to make your life much easier. Type tap, invert tap and hold abilities, go into here, scroll down, find Protea, and put inverted instead of default. The reason why, instead of you holding the fourth ability, you just tap it to deactivate it, and instead of you holding the first ability for the shields, you're going to just tap it. It's much better, and I will highly recommend for you to do this. And that's it. Now for the shards. For the shards I will highly recommend for you to go 2 yellows for cast speed to make all your abilities cast much quicker, and 3 crimsons for 15% ability duration to make all your abilities last longer. These shards here I will highly recommend for you to go, and now it's time for me to show you this build against Steel Path enemies. And we are in. I'm up against the corrupted enemies. Steel Path, of course, it's survival. The map's called mod. I'm going to show you this build here. You're going to tap your first ability to give yourself the shield. Press your second ability, turret, fourth ability, and then snapshot Rhino Roar with your passive. Now we're going to just watch our second ability kill everything for us. As you can see, all these enemies are somehow inside this place. There we go. Always watch your fourth ability, deactivate it, activate it, there we go. Look at that. And this thing scales really well, even if it's 20x. We can also shoot our weapons. Watch the fourth ability always, deactivate, activate. Press your first ability if you ever need it. Yep, that's the gameplay. Mini Zaku. Deactivate, activate. I have the energy for it. This thing clears really well, like 150 kills, and I barely even did anything. Yep. Deactivate my fourth ability. Reactivated. Press my first ability, snapshot Rhino Roar. Clean. Beautiful. Beautiful. I can even use my first ability. It doesn't do a lot of damage, it does stagger. There we go. If you don't watch your fourth ability, this happens. You go back in time. Your second ability is now gone. So I have to reuse everything yet again. So always watch your fourth ability, the duration. Always. Imagine you play like Exterminate and you like went over here, enter in this room, for example. You killed enemies here, then you enter in this room, then you kill enemies here, then over here. Like imagine that, right? And the moment my fourth ability just goes away, we're going to go all the way back over there. Here we go. It's cool, but you're going to waste a lot of time. So always watch your fourth ability. Always. Poor dudes, they can't even fight back. It's also 360. Place this down here. Quite easy, right? I saw 250,000 heat dot. And remember, the turret armor strips and nothing is surviving. So if something survives, it's definitely not going to have armor. You can also use a primer like Epitap and proc viral, so you're going to make your turret do even more damage, for example. Yep, 440 kills, barely did anything. Where's the Acolyte? I need him. Against the Acolyte, it's kind of scuffy. It doesn't always shoot the Acolyte. If there are enemies around, it's going to always like change targets. But it does do like a solid damage against the Acolyte. There he is. Let's see. Yeah, the armor is gone. There we go. He fully armor struck the Acolyte. It's doing like absolute solid damage. Like the Acolyte flew away. But yeah, that's the build. Time for me to leave, boys. Whoa! And be right back. And there you go. I hope you guys enjoy Protea and the build. Thank you yet again, everybody, for watching. Leave a like and sub. And of course, see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.